Good morning. Today we're going to finish Sbac Pages 1 and 2. I'm going to go quickly through them. Please email us if you have any questions. First problem is they're asking us to understand mathematical properties. So look at each equation and then match them to the properties below. Key to this one is looking for groupings that would indicate associative property or rearrangements where they change the order of the add-ins like this and this. That would be the commutative property. And also if you have identity property where something, both sides of the equation are the same with this minor change. So the answers to this are, this would be associative property because they're just doing different groupings. This would be the associative. Now this would also be associative of addition, identity of multiplication, identity of addition because they're adding zero. Zero added to any number is just itself. Commutative property, they're switching the products, and this would be commutative property because they're just switching the add-ins. For question number 2, for numbers 2a through 2b, select yes or no to indicate whether the value of the equation is correct. So for these two problems, what you need to do is do PEMDAS and make sure you're doing the correct order of operations. For example, in this one, do what's inside the parentheses first, and in this one, do what's inside the parentheses first, and then you would do the division component second to get the answer. So 12 plus 2 would equal 14, and then 55 minus 14 would equal 41, so that would be a yes. On 2b, 14 minus 4 is 10, then you do 10 divided by 5 to get 2. You'd have 25 plus 2, which would equal 27, so that is also true. For problem number 3, they're just asking us to take the word problem and then match it to an equation that represents that word problem. So if Carmen buys 8 plates for $1 each, that would be a multiplication, so we'd be looking for 8 times 1. You can see that both A, B, and C have that, D does not. So process of elimination, I could eliminate D. He also buys 4 bowls. Each bowl costs twice as much as a plate. So if the plates cost $1, twice as much would be $2. So 4 bowls times $2. I'm not seeing it here, and I'm not seeing it here, and I do see it here. Therefore, this equation C, expressed in C, looks to be the best, but I'll continue. The store also is having a sale that gives Carmen a $3 discount, or $3 off the bowls. So I'm looking for a minus 3. So based upon this question, answer C is the best answer for us. Go ahead and try this one on your own, pause the video, and then listen to the explanation. If Valerie earns $24 an hour, which expression is used to show how much she earns in 7 hours? So basically we're looking for, if I was going to do a model, I would probably use a distributive model for multiplication. So she is $24 an hour in 7 hours. So I have 7 hours, I have 20 hours here, 4 hours here. So 7 times 20 here, and 7 times 4 here. So together that would give me, I would add those two together to get my total. So this one is 7 plus 20 and 7 plus 4, so that is not what I'm looking for because I'm looking for multiplication. 7 times 20 here, 7 times 4 here, adding those two together here. That looks right, but I'll keep looking for wrong answers. This is a plus 20 again, so that's out. And this one is a 7 times 20, but it says times 7 times 4, and I'm looking to add these two together as a part-part whole model. So D is also eliminated, which leaves me with B as the best answer. Go ahead and try to solve problem 5 on your own, and then pause the video, and then we'll listen to the explanation. So in this problem, the key term here is evaluate. Evaluate means to solve. So again, I'm thinking about order of operations. First, I look for my parentheses. I do that. 65 plus 7 is 72. And then next I go with my multiplication, because PEMDAS would be parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, left to right. So I do that. 72 times 3. And I use a distributive model here, part whole, or place value section model. So set 3 times 7 is 210, and 3 times 2 is 6. Adding those together gives me 216. And then I add 2 to that, which gives me a total of 218. Go ahead and try this problem on your own, and then click continue to listen to the explanation. So again, I'm looking for order of operations as my strategy. Jackie looks to try to evaluate this expression. You notice that there are parentheses first, and then there is a division sign second. So I should do parentheses first, division second, and then subtract that from 15. So the first thing you see is correct. That should be done first. But second, you should not subtract 15. You should have divided by 3, because PEMDAS suggests that you should do order of operations, and division has a higher priority than subtraction. So Mark looks at her work and says she made a mistake. She should have divided by 3. Which student is correct? Mark is correct. He knew order of operations, and Jackie is not correct. So when we evaluate the expression, you should have gotten the answer of 0, because you have 45 divided by 3 is 15, and 15 minus 15 is 0. So the answer should be 0.